More music in 2 minutes or less on 107.7 The Bronc.
Welcome back to 107.7 The Bronc. You're listening to Punk with Ryan and Steve, and we got the Projectiles in the studio.
What's up?
Hey.
How you guys doing?
Good.
Pretty good.
So why don't you introduce yourselves, guys?
I'm Brandon. I play the drums, and I also sing for the band.
Jason, I play the bass and I sing as well.
We also have a guitarist who is in D.C. right now, and his name is John.
Yeah, he's not with us right now.
All right, well, if he's listening, we wish him well.
He's no longer with us anymore. God rest his soul. No, that's
So
right.
messed
All right, yeah,
up.
we just got a couple questions lined up for you guys to talk about your band. And
Sounds good.
first question we got: when did you guys start playing together as a band?
We started playing a few years ago, and it took us a while to finally get our feet wet, but eventually we got some recordings, and then people started hearing about us.
All right. And what was the first time that you guys actually picked up instruments? Like,
Us personally or as a band?
personally, band. either one.
I started drums when I was in 4th grade at school, and I've just continued it since. I just started singing in the past month. It was kind of just we couldn't find anyone, so that was the first time I sang.
That was fun. I started playing bass about sophomore year. I wanted to play guitar, but someone told me everyone else played guitar, so bass it was.
It's very true. Pretty much, you can find anyone that plays guitar.
Yeah.
But now a lot of
bass player, it's a
players are
commodity.
becoming more common. I
If
think,
you're
now.
good at bass, you can find work in a band. Do you guys play in school at all? Do you play like bass in the band or drums?
I never played in the school band. I did a talent show or two at my high school and some other shows, but never in the band. No.
Yeah, not really me either.
No, not band geeks. Not
No,
at all?
I knew everyone in marching band. They're like my best friends, but I just never got around to doing
Yeah,
it.
you go to the parades and be like, oh, look at those losers.
I mean, if you want to teach me music theory, I'll gladly join the band.
All right, how'd you guys come up with your band name?
We couldn't think of a name for the longest time.
Oh my gosh,
we
no.
we went under the code name Fajita Time for about a year.
Yeah, it
just
was
as
about a year.
for a joke. We're like, okay, we need a real band name. So then we came up. I think it was Alphanumeric, just because I thought that sounded cool. I think you thought of that.
Yeah, it sounded cool, but it was taken. It was some like super metal band from like Topeka, Kansas or something. I don't know.
So, but we're like, we want to keep it simple, and then something kind of just easy. Me and him are both engineer majors, so I was like, what if we do something kind of like physics related? So like, oh, how about Projectiles? That's kind of interesting. So we checked it out. We didn't find any bands with it, so we kept it.
Yeah, I gotta say it's really original.
Yeah, it is an original name.
Yeah,
It's
Thank you.
cool too. Physics, big science kind of guys.
yeah,
All right.
You dodged a bullet.
yeah.
Close one.
All right. Well, so how about how many shows have you played? You play with anyone big?
We have yet to play a show together as the Projectiles. I've played a couple shows. I actually filled in once for drums with Andrew's band Shadow Play once. We have a surf band that played a couple shows, but as the Projectiles, we've yet to play a show.
We have a lot of combined gigging experience, but not with each other. We're trying to get stuff for winter break, possibly shove as much in there as possible before we get back to school.
Hook
All
up
right.
with our bands.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, why
Just
not?
Band email.
Yeah,
Not
the
sure
more the
what it is,
merrier.
but send stuff to it.
All right. Who are your favorite bands to listen to?
Me personally, I love the Bare Naked Ladies. They're one of my favorite bands. Also, Rush and Coheed and Cambria are
Nice.
pretty big influences.
I really like band. Right now, I'm into bands like Rancid, Queens of the Stone Age. Really big on Primus.
I love this
A
guy.
tip
I
of the
love this
hat.
guy.
Tip of the hat for the Queens of the Stone Age reference.
Tip of that for Rancid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Rancid and Queens. You
Thank you.
know what? Anyone who's a fan of the Queens of the Stone Age is a friend of mine.
But so do you say those are your influences, or
I think as a band, Primus is like our big influence. Other
Yeah.
bands and bands that influence us is like Rush, Queens of the Stone Age, also Tool.
Tool?
A little bit of that in there.
Yeah,
The guitarist is really into Tool.
yeah,
Is Les Claypool one of your favorite basses?
yeah.
The guy's amazing.
I love him.
He's-
I can't play anything that he plays, but he sounds cool.
I could never sing like him, but he's amazing he's just a talented musician overall.
All right. So this next question is one of my personal favorites. It's something that everyone's got to know. Who's your favorite, Natalie Portman or Mila Kunis?
Ooh.
I personally enjoy a nice Jewish girl, so I have to go with Natalie Portman.
All right.
Oh.
I actually just saw a drive-in movie, The Change Up and Friends with Benefits. So I saw them like both. Was it Natalie Portman and
Yeah, they were
Yeah,
both
in
in.
the
It was like the
Change Up.
same
It's like-
movie released in the same year.
not Friends with Benefits?
But one's-
Change Up and no, was Friends with Benefits and then whatever the Ashton Kutcher one was.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
But
I
you know,
can't
I
think
just
of
saw Garden State and Natalie Portman.
No
was-
strings attached.
Was so there it is. But
Ah.
I just saw Garden State. And Natalie Portman is so adorable in Garden State. So I got to go with Natalie Portman.
All right, that's great. You know,
So we got 2 Natalie Portmans.
you got 3, including me.
What about
I'm
you?
a Mila dude.
A lot of people prefer Mila for some reason.
Well, after that scene,
I just can't
in
get over
Black Swan. I don't,
Whenever I think Mila
I still
Kunis.
haven't seen Black Swan. I feel
It's
out
Oh,
of it.
there goes the next
and I
question.
appreciate
Oh, no.
he can answer the question on it. He's got it.
I just can't get over the Mila Kunis hump. It's like you think of her, and it's like Meg from Family Guy. Gross.
No, I think that
Gross.
70s
Well, I
show.
don't-
That's
Yeah,
that's
and
what
then I
think.
think that 70s show, and then I think.
But then
eh.
she's like 14 in
Yeah,
that 70s
right.
show. It's kind of like
Right. All right.
Thank you, Andrew.
Andrew's
You got my
weighing
back.
in. He says Mila. Currently in studio. In the studio right now, Natalie's the favorite. You know, hey, if anyone listening right now want to weigh in, you can give us a call at 1-877-900-1077 or hit us up on Facebook. Want to know Mila or Natalie? It's a simple question, and it can spark a big debate.
It really could. This is the kind of thing that sparked our waffles and chicken.
Yeah, the
debate a long
waffles
time.
and chicken. We have a next question.
Well, this is a. I know you guys haven't played any shows like you said, but what do you prefer? The sound of electric shows or acoustic?
I always enjoy a good band. I actually am not a fan of the acoustic guitar sound at all. So I really like just electric guitars and all that stuff, drums. I'm really into drums, even though I'm a bassist. So I'm always listening to drums going.
I like when they take I like both ways when they take an electric song, make it acoustic. But I also like when like newer punk bands take like a really old, just like acoustic '60s song and make it really.
That's
upbeat,
pretty cool.
Upbeat. Like Newfound Glory does like a bunch of covers.
They have a whole
They
album.
have, like, I think they have like
dedicated.
2 albums. Or they
Yeah, they do.
have
You're
two of,
right.
like,
Yeah,
just
all
covers.
those movie tracks.
Like, yeah, exactly. Even like Punk Goes CDs. I like how they like take the slow songs,
Yeah.
make them faster. So, but I like when they can kind of mix it. Like when Foo Fighters do Everlong live, they kind of started acoustic and then start building it up.
I just saw them Monday, dude.
I was offered tickets for
Wow.
$40 at like the level 200 section. And I was like, I got class. I'd love to see it, but the level 200 section, I want to be in the pit when I'm at a show
Yeah,
like that.
I love that.
But
That-
I just got
that's-
into Rise
yeah.
Against, so I was like, oh, Rise Against and Foo Fighters. That's
Yeah, that
gotta be
was-
like the best show ever. But you know, I'll get around to it. I know
They're coming back to New Jersey in November, so
Yeah, they're playing with Joy Formidable and Social Distortion, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
So-
it's never too late. You
It's,
can still
no,
see
it's
'em.
not.
Yeah, Ryan was just talking about the show. He went
a good
a
10
couple
minutes
days ago,
about
yeah.
it.
he literally went on for about 10 minutes about how awesome it was. So I guess it's a good show.
I've never heard one thing bad about Foo Fighters.
They
It's
played
tough.
for 3.5 hours.
Dave Grohl's just the nicest guy on earth.
Yeah.
It's hard to say something bad about him.
That's definitely on my list of like 2C concerts because I know I'd have the funnest time.
All right, what kind of things do you guys write about in your music?
Oh, none of our lyrics really make sense yet. I mean, if you spin some of our tracks, you'll notice it.
we got a Hobo Stan as our first song, and it's just kind of like a bunch of words rhymed together about a homeless guy.
We're
I
actually-
think.
Kind of like
We're
Beastie
very
Boys
bad at writing
voice
lyrics.
style.
Like usually we'll write an
That's-
entire song. We'll be like, "This is the best song ever," and then,
And then
it'll just
a year later,
yeah,
like
it's
we
like,
need
"Oh,
lyrics.
It's time to write lyrics, and we're just like, "Oh man, I don't even know how to rhyme."
So, but I guess I got one thing in the works. We're big on surf music, so I kind of have like let's go to the beach kind of song, kind of like a silly, like cheesy, let's go to the beach song. So,
when I saw that on your Facebook, I was curious. What do you consider surf music?
we like the old 50s
Like
and
Beach
60s,
Boys, right?
like Beach Boys,
Yeah,
Dick
there it
Dale, The
is.
Ventures. Like if you look at like an old home video of like the 70s at the beach, you hear that kind of like reverb guitar with
It's
that
got that-
same drum beat,
Aw,
and for every
splashy
single
reverb.
song, splashy reverb.
Because whenever I hear surf music, I think of that one song, Wipeout.
Yeah,
No,
we
no, no,
do
no,
that,
no,
yep.
no.
We do that one in the surf band. We also do like Misery Lou is like a big one. That's like my favorite guitar riff. So I always kind of like I like to put Tremo into songs if I ever write guitar songs.
Yeah, we got just one more question for you guys, and then
We'll play your stuff.
we'll play it. We got a song. What do you guys have for plans for the future?
right now we're like, okay, me and Jason here up at TC&J, John's down at DC. We can't really do much shows or anything. So like, let's get some songs together. When we get back together, like Thanksgiving break or winter break, let's get together. Let's try and record some, maybe get a couple shows, get a bigger fan base. Try and get a little bit better recording on some of our songs.
Yeah, definitely.
Our recording style is get a microphone, put it in the middle of a room, and record us all.
Exactly
You know
how
what? That's how
bands
we
do.
do. That's how we do our demos. We just plug in a Rock Band mic, lay it in the middle of the room, do some leveling, and then just go.
Yeah.
And it-
garage rocky.
it-
That's what we tell
it
people.
sounds
That's
good
the
enough.
classic way to start a band. Get a rock band mic.
It's
and-
the definition of a garage band. You just, get in the garage, put a mic down, and go. That's how you got to do it.
All right. So, what's your first track, guys?
It's called Cairo Hop.
Cairo Hop.
Cairo Hop.
Is this about anything or
I wrote
have
this
any
song.
history
He
in
wrote
it?
this song.
I can attest to the fact that it means completely nothing.
It was
There's
like
not many words in it either.
It's got like a Middle Eastern kind of sound. We're like, let's
It-
make it
Yeah,
called Cairo Hop.
I learned the Arabian scale, and I said, I want to write a song with this, so I did.
All
And
right.
This is it.
All right. So, Cairo Hop. Here we go.
Broadcasting from the capital county on the campus of Rider University, we're 107.7 The Bronc, WRRC FM Lawrenceville, New Jersey. Another exciting season of Rider Bronx basketball begins Saturday, November 5th. Another hour of your favorite music starts now.